After over 3,000 hours, I have finally figured out the settings that I would like to run in MX Bikes and settings I think you would like. So stick around in this video. I go over all my settings and I also kind of give you some insights on what each setting does so you can kind of, tailor things to the way that you like them if mine don't fit you. Alright boys, let's jump straight into these settings. Going from the top up here on lean, I use my left stick to lean. Throttle is obviously on the right trigger. Brake is on the left trigger. As you can see right here, I do not run a rear brake because I just don't, never have, never will. Clutch, I do use my clutch a lot, so that's important. I do run that on my left bumper. Forward to back lean, I run on my left stick, and obviously left to right, or on my right stick, excuse me, brain damage. Left and right stick. Anyway, we got direct lean here, 42%. I don't know, I know it's a little bit specificals, but I do like 42%. I've been enjoying that. We do run combined brakes, and I have the max set to 125. As you'll see later, I'm not sure that this actually does anything, but that's where I run it. Over here on lean, I do run a 4% dead zone. This is obviously, you guys know what a dead zone is, but it gives it a little room before you're actually initiating the input. It gives it kind of a dead zone area, haha. Linearity, I run at 150. What this does, linearity, is it makes the initial input of the turn or your joystick or whatever more smooth, and on the later part of the turn it makes it a little bit more aggressive. So this just helps you, MX Bikes really rewards smoothness, so I think this helps you be a little bit more smooth and precise in the very beginning of your input. Smooth, definitely want to click that because again, everybody wants to be smooth. Press, this is something I just recently learned about. I want you to watch down here when I make these. Look how fast this bar moves. Now watch if I turn that up, look how slow that is. So I run 5 on it, and then same thing with release, look how slow it comes back. So you can play around with that. Personally, I run 5.5. Gain is basically how I would think of gain is just like how aggressive the how aggressive the input is. If you turn gain up to 150, it's going to be like, look how much faster that is versus, it's kind of slight, but when you're talking about MX bicycles, it's it makes a big difference. If you're really wondering what these settings do, my suggestion is do this, turn it all the way down, and then go do a lap, and then turn it all the way up and go do a lap, and you'll be able to tell what it does. But personally on this, I run 97.3, and I run rumble because I'm a psychopath. Throttle, I do run a 2% dead zone on my throttle. I feel like this helps just smooth the throttle. I lose the rear end a lot less doing this. I've seen people run up to a 6%, but I just run 2%. And then everything else is pretty much the same. Brakes, these are the combined brakes. As you can see down here, my brakes do not go all the way to the bottom. That's because I'm running a lower gain. And I think that this really helps you not lock up your front or rear brake, and it'll help you not tuck the front, especially when you're leaning going into like a rut or something and you get on the brakes, it'll help you not wash your front as much. So that's an important one. Rear brake doesn't matter because I don't run one. Clutch, this is something I'm a little bit of a goofy goober on, I shan't lie with you. I do use my clutch quite a lot, and I have my linearity down quite a bit, and I have my press to 0, and this just helps my clutch activate a little bit faster. And I use my clutch a lot, all the time, especially on the 2 strokes. I don't know. Some people don't, some people do, but you do you, boo boo. Anyway, forward back, left right, hello, this is on the right stick. I do run 100%. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little quirky, I'll run 150% on this. But I usually like to stick 100%, just seems to be whatever. Same thing on left and right. Input 2, I run A and X on as for shifting because I'm another goofy goober. If you don't like A and X, a lot of people run their bumpers as their shifters. That way you don't have to take your fingers off of the joysticks when you're turning. Personally, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I do my shifting in the air or down. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but that's what I've run for 3,000 hours, so I'm not changing now. And then the rest of this is just whatever you would like. For sit, this is one that I think is important. I would suggest if you're not running paddles, as you can see, I run my sit on a paddle. If you don't have a paddle, I would suggest one of these, clicking these in one of your R3 or L3. That's what most of the fasty boys run. The rest is just whatever you would like. Input 3 doesn't matter. Here's my graphical settings. You know, but this is also just whatever your PC can do. Also, if you're looking to save FPS, turn these 3 off and these 2 off. That'll save you a ton of FPS. Here's my miscellaneous settings. Again, nothing really important in there, but there it is if you're trying to be cute and quirky. Onboard view, I run 110, 10% tilt, 0 pitch. Guys, if you're up here, you know, or if you're over 115 FOV, highly suggest turning it down to at least 110. You don't need to have high FOV in this game. There's literally no reason. You're not trying to flick people like Apex. You're literally just trying to go fast. The lower FOV you have, the slower things come at you, and the more time you have to react to the corner, to the bumps, whatever it is. Stop running 130. It just makes you feel like you're going fast, but you're not. Trust. Anyway, going down here, please don't turn this on. I used to run this for a really long time. Please don't do that. And then definitely don't run locked bike unless you're a psychopath. There are a few fast psychopaths, but that doesn't mean you should be one. Show HUD, show rider stand. This is how you get the miles per hour and or standing little thingy. I know you guys can't see it because it's behind my controller, but click these 2 boxes. Otherwise you're this is third person. Third person doesn't matter unless you you know, pour the milk in this bowl before the cereal. And then riding aids. These are the aids that I run. Definitely don't run lean help because you're just going to hurt yourself. Automatic shift. This is up to you. Personally, no, don't run automatic shift. Actually, you crazy people. Shift help is another one where when you shift, it'll let off for you. If you don't have this, you have to use your clutch to shift or you have to let off. Personally, I just like to slam the clutch and shift. It helps a lot. Traction help is not it, so don't run that. Automatic clutch, this helps you so you don't just kill the bike when you come to a rolling obstacles. I do run brake help. This helps me not, I think, lock up the front as much as well. A lot of people don't run that. I know a lot of fast guys swear that if you run brake help, you're an L, and I guess I'm an L, so whatever, get over it. Automatic rider dab. This is when you're going slow. He puts his little footsticles down. That's helpful. Automatic rider sit, only Troy John does that, and I guess he's faster than me, so maybe you should do that, but he's also, I don't know, meow. Automatic tire change, definitely do that. And I think that's all, my little ducklings. That's all. Also, if you would like to get some nice drippy kits like this, make sure you hit up BLITZCO. And if you would like some drippy kits like this, make sure you hit up Out of This World's Designs. You can find both of those down in the description below. I love you. All right. Peace.